here, there aren't that many roads, especially out on the lake, Lake Powell. Sometimes helicopters are the only method of transportation short of a boat. And if you've got a broken femur, you really don't want to ride 50 miles on a boat. I can remember specific incidents when I sure was glad to see helicopters overhead. Because of the rural nature of this area, it literally means the difference between life and death many times. Classic always brings a higher level of care to the scene quickly that sometimes the local agencies can't provide. We scheduled training with Classic. We get to use their EMS dummies. They're very helpful, and I don't know what we would do without them. I can't even count how many times I've called Classic. I've called Classic just as a passerby and had them respond to accidents that I've stopped at on the highway. There's just no substitute around here. There would be people not with us today if it weren't for them.
We're the Rose family. I've been here since about 1968. Deb's been here a long time as well, maybe not that long. We have 3 children. They're all born here. This is Olivia, our 19-year-old. She's our youngest. And it's been a great community. We love living here. It's been a great place to raise the kids.
Last summer, our daughter Olivia was very sick. She spent a week at the hospital here in Steamboat. Great care there, and they pretty much couldn't do any more for her, and at that point they said, you just need to get to a bigger hospital, and that's where Classic Air Medical came in.
I was flown down to Denver because I was neutropenic from immunosuppressant drugs I was on for my Crohn's disease. So the doctors here in Steamboat decided to fly me down to Denver for further care.
Yeah, she didn't have the time available for an ambulance ride, bottom line.
At the time, there were some difficulties. I had to have a blood transfusion. They were doing a bunch of tests, so there were kind of ups and downs. So yeah, I was scared, but the team did a very good job of calming me down.
Obviously, as a mother, was very nervous. Tears obviously were flowing. But when they came in, it was just comfortable. And I knew when she took off that she was going to be okay.
You know, in less than an hour, she was in Denver on top of the St. Joseph's Hospital. So it's, we're very pleased with it. It was a good experience. And we're lucky that they're here.
Incredible support from you guys, and the calmness, the professionalism was impeccable. I'm pretty strong in the respect of, keeping things together, but when you see your daughter spiraling downhill, and she had been for days, you saved her.
Here in Page, Arizona, Big Water, in this area, one bus wreck, one tour bus wreck would overwhelm all the resources in this community. We're in the middle of the national parks. We have 2.5 million visitors. There's no way the tax base of a small community like ours could afford the fire department and the rescue services that we need to take care of those 2.5 million people that we see every year. so we have to rely on outside resources. Classic Air Medical is, they keep us going. And just the other night we had an individual decide to put a small tube, a raft, if you will, in a river that we knew a 6,500 cubic foot per second flash flood was coming. No way for us to get down to that creek to stop him. The only way that he gets saved is by this helicopter flying at night with its lights, picking him up, and that's what happened. He was saved by that. The story ends good. Time is critical. We count on Classic being to us within 18 minutes of our call, and this enables us to take a patient from the wilderness or from a small town community to definitive care immediately. And they give us that opportunity to serve our community the way our community deserves to be served.